subscribe for more videos.
Welcome back, everyone, to some more ASKA. We're going to continue right where we left off. I want to get the cooking happening. Now that we've got a farm, I want to get them to make up some cookery things. To do that, I need to actually clear this space. In fact, oh, I have no hoe, right, because I gave my hoe away. There is probably a hoe in storage here. Let's go grab one. We have 9 villagers. It's day 7. We did not get a blood moon last night, which means I'm pretty much guaranteed to get one tonight. And that is a little concerning. I'm gonna... Oh, I can't put the hardwood or the firewood in here, can I? That's a little unpleasant. The rake is in there. Let's grab the hoe. There we go. Okay. It's 8 o'clock. Everybody should get to work. We'll help them out with this part, and then we're going to drop the building down for the cooking hut. That's the next key ingredient to the village's growth. Less waving, more working, buddy. Less waving, more working. All right, where are we going to fit this cooking hut? I think we can fit it in here. Cooking hut. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. We're going to make a road that comes right straight out past here, so I kind of want the cooking hut to nudge out to the road right about there. Boop, like that. Good. And then past that, we'll make... This road will come into here. So why don't I shuffle this a little bit different? Let's make that there, but I want it to straight... I want it to be square to this thing. I want that road to square off to this. So there... back to about here. Here's what I'll do. That's really awkward to do, so why don't I just put the road in? That'll give me a line to show me where that's supposed to be. This. I fell off the ridge. I can't jump when you're in this mode. It's annoying. Stretchy, stretchy. There we go. Like that. There we go. Perfect. And then we're building the cooking hut. Much better. Now I can do that without looking all convoluted here. Alright, and that's going to go right in there. That's where I want it. I think, yeah, and then the road will go back past right past here. Good. So we'll make a road. Hi, who's this? This is Evan. You are just a builder, and you said you're finding small stones, a road making tool, and fires are being extinguished, huh? Oh yes, because this thing is still set here. So I actually need to dismantle this. We don't need it anymore. I'll just take the resin back before it gets wasted. There you go. Nothing needed in this fire either, for that matter, so I don't actually want you guys to do this, so we're gonna... No, stop it. I want to dismantle the components here. There we go. I want that fire gone. There's no point in keeping that fire. We're not going to get cold before we have better options for heating. So they'll just waste firewood is all they're going to do on that, so... Alright. That's a little smoother. Not quite right, though. Let's go... this. Nope. Nope. Come on. That's annoying. Not letting me clip into that wall. How about I do this? And rotate it like that. Aha! Oh, and now you got the road finished, guys. That's annoying. Otherwise, you're gonna get in there. You're gonna wreck it on me. All right, he's making the road, working the road tool. That's great. So we've got a path coming out to the new cooking house. That is spectacular. Next deal for the cooking house, after the cooking house, I should say, is probably put in a warehouse over here, and then we need to get working towards our metalworks. So let's do a warehouse, and we'll terraform a bunch of space over there as well. So a warehouse I want along here. I'm gonna probably need 2 of these side by side to make it work. I'm gonna put one in like this. You know what? Let's back it up like this. There we go. I'll do this edge of them so they don't wreck the road with it. That's fine. For this building, what do I need? Actually, I don't know. So I'll finish this up. I want this warehouse done first. The cooking hut can be fine. They can gather the materials for it, but I kind of want to rush this one myself so we can get focused on upgrading things. This needs some rope. We have that. 18 sticks. Oh, geez. 18. Okay. I'm just gonna drop the firewood in here because I don't need it. There you go. And we'll chomp up some... Oh, you know what I can do? I can go store some of the junk I've got in my hand. I'll show you once we get this big long road of road finished. We can actually go ahead and do a lot of time-saving running when we go through there. Now, do you have flax? You have very, very, very little flax. We'll take the flax seeds, we'll take the garlic seeds and the onion seeds. The rest can stay there. Actually, I'll take the arrow things, the feathers as well. Our farmer, why is there bark here? And why is there bark and firewood and stuff sitting here? I'm so confused. Whatever you guys were doing, that was probably some builders or some farmers that became builders. So let's throw these seeds in there. That'll help the farmers. That's what they need when it's ready. You see our stamina just basically doesn't drop when we're on these roads. Watch this. Stamina. Oh, never mind. We ran out of stamina before I got tested. All right. So it disappears really quick. So you'll see it start to disappear. And then... whoop, and then fast again. So good. So powerful. All right. Anywho, over this way, we're going to get ourselves some materials. Because there's a couple things we need to do. One is to build that warehouse. But maybe I won't end up building it if I do a bunch of tree chopping. How's the logger doing? She's not keeping up by her lonesome over there. Do we have another person capable of logging? It'd be a good idea to have 2 of them going. We do. Evind has both mining and logging. Gunhild is on wood cutting already. All right, so we'll put Evind on the other woodcutter spot, and I need to go prepare that task for him. So we got both buildings finished now. We could both have them on the same building, but in this case they have double the storage. We'll shut this off, shut this off. Bark is low, fiber is 200 and low, firewood medium, resin low with 200, logs high, high. Actually, what I'm going to do is high on both of these, and we'll tell them to be 6 of those, 6 of those, 6 of those, and 6 of those. That's fine. And then medium on thatch, medium on sticks. Good. And I'll go adjust Gunhild's list as well. And firewood, 200 fiber, 200 resin. We'll switch these to only stock 6 of those logs. Pack of hungry smokers, no problem. And 6 of the hardwood each, because we'll have those eventually, not right away. But with the warehouse built, once we get the second, once we get the expansions on the warehouse, what we'll be able to do is have a warehouse worker who will haul the lumber to specialized storages, and they'll empty out the wood from the woodcutters. So the woodcutters isn't going to be the only storage device. If that takes too long, I can always swap that out for now and update it later. So you see how what they have to do? They have to chop it down, and then they pick up the logs relatively slowly, and then they run it back. Now, if we've chopped down the trees, they'll just skip the job of cutting down their own tree, and they'll always look for stuff that's close by that's already been cut up. So cutting it up for them really does speed the system a lot. I'm going to take the stumps out of here so we can terraform it, because over here is going to be our charcoal pit / bloomery / blacksmith, maybe even a carpenter. We'll see. Lots of things are going to end up over here. All right. Yeah, you guys are just going at it, eh? Okay. Well, I don't want to interrupt your mojo there, boys. They seem to be doing better than I could with collecting the materials and building those buildings. There's only 2 logs needed left for the kitchen, which is great. Really gotta always try to depend on your team to do the jobs for you. They do so well, especially the building. They're absolutely much faster building. Because it's basically mostly walk time. That's how the buildings work. Most of the time, they're just walking. I'm pretty sure if you did the math, most of the time doing... Oh, there's 3 swings and most of the time when you're doing building, you're spending most of that walking. Which, I just said 3 different ways. But it's that important, okay? So I don't want to be doing it, because that's just slow and inefficient. When I can spend the amount of time it takes me to take 2 logs over there and put them in, I could cut down 3 or 4 trees, which means our 3 or 4 builders can each do 2 or 3 trips, all in the same time. So while I'm cutting things down, they're doing wonderful work on, yeah, that's it, stand in the water. They're doing wonderful work on building. In fact, the cook's hut is finished. That's great. I'm not sure. Are we ready to put in a cook? Probably. We could do that this evening. We could prep the cooking this evening, because we have to actually make some of the recipes, so we'll have to make the meat, gather some meat and make a meat recipe, and gather some, mushrooms up and make a soup and so on. That's weird. There's a little tree holding up the big chopped down large one. Yeah, see, that's not cool. What are you doing, Gunhild? Why are you going after those, girl? That is weird. Why, like, seriously, why did you just chop up the material? Are you gonna do the same thing? Hold on. What is her major malfunction? You're supposed to be taking logs and stuff as a high priority, and yet you're chopping up something to supply. Yeah, you're chopping up long sticks, but your long sticks aren't full. You know what? I am gonna put these back to 12. We'll adjust that later, because I don't want them deprioritizing it. The high priority should be only logs and long sticks. Hardwood, yes, but that's for later. So I don't know why she was chopping apart. What? Oh, need better axe. That's why. That's why she was doing it. She needs a better axe. We need 2 better. Why are you not making axes, too? Put that, and I'll put mine in there. I got another one in there. I'll take the crappiest of them. More sticks would be great. I'll make a couple more. An axe and stuff. Why is he not making them? Uh-huh. No stones, huh? Is our stone dude not gathering stones? We have a stone dude. Sure we do. Yeah, Greta's supposed to be doing stone. Where you at, Greta? Roar? Or what's your issue? You're homeless and exhausted. How are you homeless, dude? How are you homeless? Thought I assigned that home to you, but okay. My bad. Missing a stone. That's it? We're just missing a stone to get the job done? Jeepers, where's some stone? Big old chunky pieces of rock, please, that aren't filled with water. There's some right there. Are these within the zone? They sure are. Alright, just realized we have no, we're short on health, and we're approaching nighttime. Which means we may be looking down the nose of a really nasty fight real freaking soon. Really soon. Don't care about the farming stuff right now, when we could be attacked any moment now. We're almost guaranteed to be attacked any moment now, because I'm not prepared. When I'm not prepared, I feel like you're more likely to get attacked. Just feels that way. Sure, it's not true, but it certainly feels that way. And I think it happens in like 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yep, there it is. 10 o'clock, the blood moon chimes. Harsh. Oh, and my tool is almost dead. Oh, bugger me sideways. So I'm going to have to do a lot of Silly. Oh my goodness. They are right there. They are indeed right there. Yep, they're already past me. Hi, guys. Yes, stunned them out. Good. Okay, and my inventory. Good. Oh, there goes my weapon. Rough. I think the crew is taking care of that the other guys, though, so I'll hop back here, try to grab a new tool. Is there a weapon on here? There is not. Can I make one? Yes. No bones. Really? Really no bones? I can break somebody's apart and get bones, but it's gonna get me in a fight. Come on. Harvest the weight so I can get the bone, finish off the fight. Because they're about to arrive again. Everybody's gonna get back to sleep, which is most unfortunate. Because they're gonna get back to sleep about the time that I need to be waking them up. There we go. Good. Yeah, there's the fight. Ouch. Nice, team. Oh, somebody's a hurting. Ah. Get away, get away, get away from her. No. Okay, that's fine. Hit me, don't hit her. Hey, what the? What was that? He just scaled the wall like a lunatic. Alright, rebuild that, please. Whoever's injured, get the heck out of Dodge, dudes. We're missing some ingredients here, but not something I can build up right now. We should have bruisers coming, the droggers. Yeah, okay, hold on. I need garlic on my bar. All I've got is 2 garlic. Well, guess we'll use them. No point in holding on to them then. They did definitely come straight through here, so hopefully this will, you know, maybe we'll get one of those super weapon drops at some point. No? Weapon drop, anybody? The weights I don't think can hold the weapons. They don't have them to begin with. Where's the enemy? We go looking for some more mushrooms and stuff? Well, you know what? A gatherer might actually have a bunch of mushrooms. Bruiser. There we go. I heard you. Yep, you're coming. Are you deathly near death? You are near death. Crap. Wake up, Alice. Wake up. Ow. Okay, that drew their attention a little. No, is that Alice? Alice, get the... Really, Alice? Really? That was ridiculous. She just jumps up out of bed and runs with 2 hit points at them. Of course you're dead. Absolutely you're gonna get yourself killed. Thanks, Alice. I'm using the what? Why am I using my building hit? Because I was gathering. Oh, that was part of that loss. No, the blood moon faded. Alice died. Okay, partially my fault because of the whole not being smart with what I'm wielding. I didn't plan ahead there. I only noticed the very last minute. So I feel bad for Alice, for sure. That was rough. Now, there is other buildings that need repairing. No, not like that. There, set that as... Oh, that's just repair, straight up repair? Okay. Is there any repairs needed here? Okay. Alright, well, that was almost as bad as the last... That was worse than the last Blood Moon, because freaking Alice... She had almost no hit points, and her bed happened to be there. I tried to get her to wake up, and instead of that helping, it just got her dead. She ran out and got into a fight by herself and ran right into betwixt the two of them, and I still was using my mallet, because I had forgotten that I was hammering at one of the corpses, thinking I had my right tool in my hand. I don't think that would have made much of a difference, but it might have been a better job of stunning and hitting them. Ah, very disappointing. I hate losing people. But we will have to get the upgrade to the Jotun, to the Eye of Odin, so that we can bring Alice home. Bring her back from the beyond. Tell us what life is like in Valhalla, sister. She definitely went out in a worthy manner. Dumb, but worthy. A noble self-sacrifice? Maybe it's not noble to die with stupidity as its cause. She was just trying to save me, that's what it was. Which is probably what happened. You may well have saved my bacon. Alright, well, that's the end of the day, so unfortunately we are going to go on to day 9 without Alice. That's too bad, but we got to deal with. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some herbs somewhere and get ourselves healed up a little bit, because we're in rough shape right now. We do also have the option to build a healer's hut. So maybe we'll put one in here and get them to build us a healer's hut next episode. Like this would be enough space probably right here. Get that going. And yeah, off with us for the next episode. We'll get some more stuff done. We'll work on getting the charcoal and mining and all that stuff, sort of the beginnings of that. It'll probably take a couple days to get that together, but we could also go and summon a few more friends. We could go to 12 maybe. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, we'll have to deal with the cooking though in the next episode. Thanks everyone for joining me. Have yourselves a grand rest of your day. See you in game.